Would you condemn the burning of Quran, or do you think it is a matter of freedom of speech?
So we can do two things at once. We can make very clear that an action like this is reprehensible, it's disgusting, it's vile, it's repugnant, even as we uphold the principles that allow something like this to be able to happen. The fact is, and I mentioned this yesterday, in our own democracy, we have seen actions that we might term lawful but awful. I think this would fall within that category. I want to be very clear that no one in this administration is voicing any degree of support whatsoever for this vile action that took place. Quite the contrary. But we're also very quick to add that Sweden is a vibrant democracy. And the reason something like this could happen in a country like Sweden is precisely because of its democratic character, precisely because Sweden upholds freedom of expression, freedom of assembly. And when you provide people those freedoms, when you safeguard those freedoms, sometimes they make terrible decisions. They do awful things.
So there's nearing a deal to sell oil to Pakistan, which of course traditionally hasn't been a major importer of Russian oil, but has very serious economic problems. Does the United States have a stance on that? On this, has there been any dialogue with Pakistan about whether to move forward or not?
Well, our approach to this has been laid out in the price cap mechanism that we've worked out with other countries around the world, including the G7. And the virtue of the price cap is that it allows energy markets to continue to be resourced while depriving Moscow of the revenue it would need to continue to propagate and fuel its brutal war against Ukraine. We've made the point that we have very intentionally not sanctioned Russian oil. Instead, it's now subject to the price cap. So we've encouraged countries to take advantage of that, even those countries that have not formally signed on to the price cap, so that they can acquire oil in some cases at a steep discount from what they would otherwise acquire from, in this case, Russia. We've been very clear that now is not the time to increase economic activity with Russia, but we understand the imperative of keeping global energy markets well-resourced, well-supplied, and the price cap, we believe, provides a mechanism to do that.